Welcome back to the channel Just a Farm Dad. My name's Matt, and today we have a few things planned. First up on the agenda, I want to finish installing about a 20-foot section of the vinyl soffit, and then after that we are going to complete our last two remaining bird boxes. We're going to wrap them in our vinyl fascia to prepare for our gutter installation in about 4 or 5 days. If this is something you're interested in, please follow along. Let's get to it. Okay, I just measured a section outside and I need about 6 pieces that are 10.5 inches long. Let's go ahead and cut them. Hold the soffit out to the 10.5 inch mark. You're going to hold your guard up. Put the blade in the groove. Okay. 3 more at 10.5. Getting on that 10.5 line. Lift the guard up. Put your blade in the groove. Be sure you don't start your blade on your soffit or you'll crack it. There you go. 3 pieces. When you're going to measure the size piece of soffit that you need, it helps to have a tape measure that will slide into your F channel. And then you take about 1/4 inch off of your measurement. So we're at roughly 11.5. So we'll do this one at 11 1/8. That's 11 3/8. Take 1/4 off, we're at 11 1/8. Let's come down a little bit farther. 11 1/8 will be okay on that one too. That last piece, I got hung up a little bit. I had a piece of shingle, a little pebble off the roof come down and hit me in the eye, and then I went and hit the soffit and I cracked it, so I had to throw that last one away. Okay, that last piece was measuring 8 5/8, so I'm going to measure 8 5/8 from this side. For this piece here, I measured right here on the back where it clips in out to the end, and it was 8 5/8. I can do this with one hand. And even it up on both sides. I'm going to put a little trim nail in right here. I'll get it out of my pocket here. These are your little trim nails, white little trim nails. They're 1 1/4 inches. I'm just going to put it up there in that rib and hold this piece up. Okay, there's what it looks like. This is going to get wrapped with aluminum or vinyl, so it'll hold the rest of that up. Alright YouTube, we just finished up the south side of the building. Now we're going to move on to doing the north side of the garage and get these first couple pieces of soffit up. You go to put this stuff up, make sure the nailing flange is in the direction of travel, the direction you want to install it. Okay, on these end pieces, I have these little white trim nails. They're 1 1/4 inches long. I'm going to do 2 of them. Got some background music from my 3-year-old today. Spider on that one. Took a measurement. I got 10.5 inches on the next few cuts, but what we're going to do is cut it a 1/4 inch shorter So I'm going to cut 3 pieces from this soffit jig at 10 1/4 inches. So we'll pick that up there. The corners get stuck a little bit on that tape. I can cut it off. Alright, there's 10 1/4. Let's go ahead and get it cut. There's 10 1/2, coming back about 1/4 inch. We got 3 more pieces at 10 5/8. Open up this ladder so I'm not running it up against the brand new windows. Now, the problem is I don't have a place where I can leave stuff up against the side of the garage. Yeah, we're getting there, making progress. One thing I'd like to know, if any of you viewers have any information on this, is what per foot of this stuff, how much does it expand or contract per foot based on the temperature and where you live? That's what I'd like to know. That's the engineering. It's probably a coefficient of elasticity. I'm not sure what it is, but what's that called? Let me know. Write it in the comments, please. If you work for one of these companies or you're an engineer that designs this stuff, how much does this stuff expand and contract based on temperature? Now my F channel right here, I left about a 3/16 gap in my F channel against the garage just to allow for that expansion and contraction that I'm talking about. This wood is hard wood. Been out here in the sun for months. These nails are not like it. Almost like it's killing the eye. Let's take a measurement. Our next 3 pieces cut. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. 1/4 trim nail. Nail punch. About the last 2 pieces. 10 3/4. These need to be cut at 10 1/2. 2 pieces at 10 1/2. You don't want it going past this end, because when we go to wrap that, your soffit would be pushing against your fascia. Make sure this is cut 1/2 inch shorter than you need, or 1/4 inch. I do 1/4 inch. If you did 1/2, you wouldn't have to be so meticulous. Just enough room so it can slide. Okay. Another nail on this side. And then what we're going to do is take a measurement on this one. Give it a cut. Hold it up. Top. Okay. On these ends, this is where I like to use those white trim nails. Nail punch. So we cut it at 10 1/2. Distance was 11 inches. We cut it at 10 1/2 inches and split the difference. About an 1/8 inch or so on each side. Okay. Trim nail there. Do one on the back side. Like the garbage spiders, I call them, building nests here. Web, I should say. Very long, I think too. Okay, and once you get your nails in, take your nail punch, get over the head of the nail, and a couple hits. Grab the camera and show you how it turned out. These last pieces, since there's no nailing flange up on this end, I use these white trim nails that are 1 1/4 inches to hold this up
So the next phase of this is let's go ahead and wrap the bird box. I noticed that the drip edge is really tight on this corner, so we might have to bend that out a tad bit to get that vinyl fascia to slide up under there. But I'm going to go down through, grab some white trim nails, and tack all those pieces up.